AV League presents Special Election Coverage 2016 Part 1 Eminent Campaign.
Hello and welcome to AV's special election coverage. This comprehensive series will teach you just about everything you need to know to be prepared for November. I'm Walker.
And I'm Sarah. And for our first episode, we're going to be doing a rundown of the U.S. government and the electoral process. First off, what is the U.S. government?
The U.S. government was founded as a federal constitutional republic, meaning we are a group of states united under a constitution. The Constitution is the basis of America's laws that lays out the structure of the government and contains amendments that outline the rights of every American citizen. These rights include the freedom of speech, the freedom of religion, the right to bear arms, and more.
There are three branches to the U.S. government: the judicial branch, the legislative branch, and the executive branch. The separation of these three branches are supposed to maintain a system of checks and balances, so no branch can overpower the other.
The House of Representatives and the Senate make up the two houses of Congress, also known as the legislative branch. This branch has the power to write laws, declare war, amend the Constitution, and distribute funds to maintain infrastructure.
The judicial branch contains all the courts and judges, the most powerful being the federal Supreme Court. Most cases are resolved in lower-level courts, but if they are unsettled, they can move up to a Supreme Court. The federal Supreme Court also judges whether or not a law is constitutional. If it is not, it is struck down by the courts. Some of the most notable actions by the Supreme Court is legalizing same-sex marriage, integrating schools, and securing women's right to have an abortion.
The president, who will be electing this November, is in charge of the executive branch. To be president, also known as commander-in-chief, one must have been born in the U.S., have been a U.S. resident for 14 consecutive years, and be 35 or older. The president has the power to veto laws, grant pardons, appoint federal judges and members of government agencies, and negotiate treaties.
Whereas members of the House of Representatives serve terms of 2 years, and the members of the Senate serve terms of 6 years, the president can hold office for a term of 4 years and serve a maximum of 2 terms.
Each candidate has their own campaign until the primaries and caucuses. During this time, candidates participate in debates to display their policies and qualifications, and voters may elect a single candidate to represent their party.
Primary elections can either be open, meaning people from any party can vote for any candidate, or closed, meaning that voters can only cast ballots for the candidates of the party they belong to.
Next are national conventions for each party, where members decide on the official policies and views of the party. Before the conventions, presidential candidates choose their vice presidents, and during the convention, the candidate who wins the primary and their running mate accept their nomination for president and vice president.
General elections follow the conventions on the Tuesday after the first Monday of November. This is where voters can cast their ballots for the final candidates of each party, ultimately choosing the winning candidate for each state. From there, the president is chosen by the Electoral College.
The Electoral College is made up of electors who have the final vote in the presidential election. Each state has the same number of electors as they do representatives in Congress, which includes the House of Representatives and the Senate. The Senate has 2 representatives for each state, while the House of Representatives bases the number of representatives on the population of the state. Each elector has 1 vote that they cast on their state's winning candidate from the general election.
It is actually the Electoral College that elects the president, although the result usually matches with how the American people voted. After the votes are counted, the candidates with the most votes wins the presidency, being officially inaugurated with their vice presidents on January 20th. So, how does one vote in the state of Florida? Well, if you're 18 by the 8th of November this year, you are eligible to vote in this election. It is important that you register to vote by filling out a voter registration form before the October 10th deadline. Plus, you can pre-register to vote as early as the age of 16. So if you can't vote in this election, you can still be prepared for the next one.
To fill out a voter registration form, come see me in person. I have forms you can fill out in 2 minutes, which are then taken directly to the Supervisor of Elections office. You can also download the form online and fill out a printed copy, which then must be mailed to your local Supervisor of Elections.
Thanks for watching, and make sure to tune into episode 2, where we discuss political parties and their different views.